Hey guys, welcome back to Acorn Outdoors channel. Today, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to explain kind of the camera gear that I've built up over the last 2 years of doing this. This is mostly the camera that I run. I'm pretty simple when it comes to like when I film hunts and stuff. I try to just keep it simple, light, and just get the necessities covered. So usually I'll run this as my main camera. This is a Sony AX700. I mean, this sucker amazes me. Every time I see footage off of it, I'm like, golly, this is a good camera right here. And I got my Rode Video Mic Pro as a shotgun mic. So that's been usually my main filming camera. And then if you're going for a secondary angle, I got a Gopro Hero 6 that I'll usually stick somewhere, whether it be on a bow, gun, up in a tree facing the hunter. And this is what I've been just trying to run. And then you get the handy dandy remote that goes with it. And you see a deer coming in, all you gotta hit is record, and all of a sudden your GoPro turns on. You got an angle running. I'd like to have about 6 of them and just capture all the angles, but that'll come down the road. But right now I'm in the process of really just buying this from Ethan. This is a Sony A6400. I have not yet really gotten to dive into it and learn every in and out of this camera yet, but I can definitely tell from the little bit I know, it's a good camera. I've got the 30mm lens on here now, and this lens is a very, just really tack sharp lens. If you want to blur the background out for photos, even video, it works real good. Lenses I got for it is this old G Master 18-105, and it's got a built-in zoom inside the lens, so you can just toggle that button and it'll zoom the lens in and out. It has a very good picture. I actually filmed a wedding on this a couple months ago and did a real good job at just staying real tack sharp. This is the 12mm. It's a wide angle lens. And a lot of times if I'm feeling froggy one day and I really want to get some good quality video, I'll mount this up in a tree, put this lens on it, and it's just basically a little bit better quality GoPro view of what's going on. You can't forget this sucker. This is the old rocket blaster. You want to keep one of these in your bag, especially when you're dealing with cameras like this. Mirrorless cameras, DSLRs, or anything that you got to swap lenses on and off. Always make sure you kind of dust that, spray that dust off, and keep your gear nice and working action. But now, as far as carrying my gear to the stand, I bought this year, and it's the Badlands Day Pack. And I mean, pretty much, sucker's got enough storage for keeping it simple going hunting. I mean, I got enough room for 2 cameras. I can, put my GoPro stuff up here. And I mean, it's just got all kinds of straps. You can put tripods, camera arms, and everything else in it. And this backpack is very unique to me because, look at that. It's got some blood right there on it. That means that's a good camera bag. If you ain't got blood on your camera bag, you ain't doing stuff right. But, so yeah, I love this bag. This is one of my favorite purchases for camera equipment, hauling it. Then I just got the old 4th Arrow. This ain't the carbon arm. This is just the normal, I think it's about 150 bucks, but this is just your. And then I've also got bases that you just strap your base on and you slide that in your tree, and then you put your camera on there, and I mean, it just makes filming just, but there's a lot of times I don't like running one of these. If I'm filming somebody, a lot of times I'll say, forget that, and I'll just have my camera hanging up above me, and that way when the deer or whatever's coming in, I can just kind of film it like that. And you can get, to me, there's a lot of limitations on this because, let's say a deer comes running in around you like that. Sometimes you got to move around the camera arm to get around your buddy, and then your buddy might be in the way. And if you had an extra 6 inches to hold the camera out to get the animal or the kill shot, that would be a heck of a thing. So a lot of times I don't even run a camera arm, but this is a great camera arm for when you do decide to do it. Now, as far as after an animal's killed, like in the evening after the sun goes down and stuff like that, you gotta have lights. And actually, I'm gonna show you this light right here that's lighting me actually right now. It's the Aperture ALM9. And I've actually got 2 of them running. One's mine, one's Ethan's right now. But as far as like when you're tracking your deer at nighttime, you need a little extra light. It comes with a cold, warm filter, so you can kind of manipulate what kind of light you're putting on there. But them suckers have come in handy a lot of times because they're easy to pack. They're not big or nothing like that, and you can just throw them on top of your camera when you're done with them. I'm gonna explain too another cool tool that is gonna up our audio game a lot, and it's very handy to have. The quality sounds good, and it's the Rode wireless Go mics. And what they are these little things right here that I have on me. So, see, as you can see, this is a microphone that I'm speaking to you in. And I'm not gonna eat this, don't worry. But these are cool little tools right here. You've got this mic that you can just strap onto you, the Hunter or whatever you're having to have a microphone in front of. You can just strap it on. It's very, it'll go with the flow. That's why it says a wireless Go, because it goes, man. And then you got the receiver, and that sucker's no bigger than that sitting right on top of the camera. This is gonna be a sweet little thing because I don't know how far it'll reach. We're gonna have to do some tests on these suckers. Like say I shoot a deer, get down into my tree stand, and I walk. You know, I'd say these things will probably pick up and you'll hear me talking down there on the ground. So right here I'm looking at it, and it looks like you can attach a lapel mic in it. That way all you gotta do is attach this little doodad on your hip somewhere, run you a little cable up your arm, and bam, you're mic'd up. So, yeah. Cause I mean, I could even set this thing like right here, and you can hear me, can't you? Yeah. All right, so we brought this little wireless Go mic outside, and we're gonna do a little test and just see how far of a range that I can get away from the receiver up here. So I'm gonna start walking backwards and just keep talking about life things, hunting stories. I did catch a beaver today. Went and checked beaver traps, and I stuck my old conibear bear right there. Kawammo! And he got caught. Think about just like trying to recover a deer. Yeah, 40, 50 yards. Well, I'm gonna walk up here to my mother. Did I? Can you hear me still? So what Ethan is telling me right now is that as soon as I turn my body, it cut the signal, but you can still hear me as long as I'm facing the receiver. You know, like say you're recovering your deer, your buddy's in the tree stand, you're like, dude, look at this monster. You know, it's a pig. I can't believe he ain't flagged me down yet. I'll pull my phone out, that way you guys can see. All right, see Ethan way down there. I'm just backing up. I'm backing on up. Hey, this house is for sale too if y'all want to buy it. This is the craziest invention I've ever seen since toilet paper. It's smaller than like a little chocolate. And can you still hear me loud and clear? Oh my gosh. Let me get this video up for you. All right, you should be able to see it about now. Yeah, I'm all the way up the street in my neighborhood. You probably lose me right here, right? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me? And you hear me? Let's do an audio test. But not some random hood. So ain't trespassing. All right, I'm as far as I can go up here in the corner of my mother-in-law and father-in-law's house. And if you can hear me clearly, this is amazing. A wild animal is still wild, just like us. We stay wild. Filming a whole documentary. Like, look at this tree right here. It's a beautiful tree. I wonder who planted that. How much was this little critter? $200.
All right, can you hear me? I wonder at what distance it cuts out. What? Let me walk down here to the stop sign and we'll see what it does. I'm at the stop sign. Arms up or arms down? What about now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Good to go? All right, what about now? Can you hear me now? My gosh, what about now? Can you hear me now? Okay, I'm checking the line distance from here. We are at 260 yards right now. What about now? This is ridiculous. I bet when I go over this rise, you lose me. Can you hear me now? We're at 300 yards and there's no reason in the world to keep going. This is ridiculous. You can sign off now, sign off later, I don't care, but that's pretty impressive. And there's somebody looking at me like, why is this cat talking to himself? Well, 320 yards later, and I just didn't go all the rest of the way. I could have made it to probably 360 to 370 yards. I bet it would have done just fine.
If you like kind of the stuff we did in this video, I really think you need to like this. But make sure you comment down below. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and just, you know, help the brothers out. And we'll see you in the next video. All right, I'm gonna show you another really cool little crafty thing that'll up your audio game a bunch. And what it is a this little beauty right here that is actually lighting me as I'm talking is the aperture. Is there a certain name for it? ALN.